Big exciting news to start your afternoon as Mitch McConnell is under fire to get stimulus done right now, not in January, now. And now the viewers of this channel are saying, hey, Temple of Doom should have accepted what he offered back weeks ago. $300 a week for FPUC, extending UI and extending PUA. Well, today the president is urging Mitch to get that done as well. The question is, can it get done? Will it get done? Or will someone try to jump in front of you and get stimulus relief that has nothing to do with you before that? It's a big twist, and this is Being a Mitch. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Afternoons at Lalate, and this is Being the Mitch with breaking details as the president's urging Mitch McConnell to get stimulus done right now. And Mitch is the guy that offered $300 a week several weeks ago that you would have had in your hands by now. It's been how many weeks? 20-something weeks? $6,000 you would have had. Temple Doom said no. So instead of 6, you have 0. Well, in this video, I'll be going over why that's so incredibly different today. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Go to the front of the channel, subscribe, because I'm finding money for you, getting the money, and we're getting to the finish line. I'm adding new programming based upon your requests and your answers, and we're getting things done so you get money now, not 500 years from now. Also, like this video. In this video, I'll be going over the president's comments, what that means for Mitch, what Mitch is thinking about now, what Mitch is thinking about a month from now, and why everything has changed very quickly. Then I'll be going over your remarks about what you thought Mitch should do and what you think the Temple of Doom should be doing, and why this stimulus could be coming to you sooner, not later, if there's one force that doesn't get involved. And that's not a force you want to be dealing with. All right, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that there is a force trying to get involved, and that force is people like Marco Rubio. In the last 24 hours, Marco Rubio called upon the Senate under Mitch McConnell to send out another round of PPP money as a standalone bill for restaurants. Restaurants have had no less than 3 to 4 rounds of PPP. In fact, their last round of PPP was so unsuccessful that basically what happened was it sat around and no one wanted it. What's important to understand is that Mitch wants to give you stimulus, wants to extend unemployment benefits, but there's people like Marco Rubio who would rather have their thing done first. So this is with the spirit of the purple power. Ignore them, but get very loud and focus on getting the relief out. Mitch McConnell wants to give you unemployment benefits and wants to extend them. What's important to understand is that your UI is expiring in late December. Your PUI is expiring in late December. Your FPUC has already expired. Your FPUC expired in late July. Mitch wants to do the Problem Solvers bill. Lindsey Graham wants to do the Problem Solvers bill. Let's do what the Problem Solvers bill says and what Mitch would do and said he would do. And then let me also go over what Mitch has offered. And then I'll explain to you how that's thousands, if not nearly $10,000 in your hand that you should have already had now, but for Nancy Pelosi. First, the Problem Solvers bill want to give you $400, $450 a week for 8 weeks, and then 5 weeks at $600. That would carry you into middle to late January. That's a key date for a lot of viewers because you understand what's happening in late January and mid-January, namely January 25th. Second, the problem solvers want to extend UI and want to extend PUA because guess what? You can't have that FPUC, which goes on top of UI and PUA if it expires. So they want to expend them after because they're set to expire in December. Mitch McConnell would do that. Lindsey Graham would do that. But what has Mitch McConnell offered? Mitch McConnell has offered $300 a week in not 1, not 2, but 3 stimulus package bills that he's written. And he's been doing that since July. Well, what is $300 a week to now? Let's go over it. August, September, October, November, and we're almost in December. That's 5 months. 5 months at 4 weeks, 20 weeks. 20 weeks times $300 a week That's $6,000. You would have had about a $6,000 check already in your bank account since January. You would have been getting money every week. A lot of my viewers went homeless in January because of the Temple Doom. Well, guess what? If you have been receiving this money every single week, you would now add it up to about $6,000. Temple Doom said no. Survive on zero while she holds out for $600 a week. Make sense? No. And this is ultimately what could kill the Democrats' chances to take the Senate on January 5th. Millions and millions of Americans know the math because of this channel, because of you, because of this community. You understand that there needs to be unemployment benefits right now, not waiting to January. What the Temple of Doom would propose is you wait for unemployment to expire in December. FPUC, UI, PUA all expire. And then, in January we come in and we get it done. And then we do retroactive like 1 week back. No, that doesn't work. That works if you have $12 ice cream in your $25,000 refrigerator. It doesn't work for the rest of the viewers. They need stimulus right now. And what's important to understand is that Mitch wants to do that stimulus right now. And today, the incredible great news is that the president wants to do that stimulus right now. So, we're back to our old stomping grounds. Do the bill. Lalate, write the bill. Seats for stimulus. We've done this before, and it's worked before. You got to get the message out loud and clear on social media. You know what, Democrats? If you don't do unemployment benefits right now as a standalone bill, we're going to not vote Democratic in Georgia. And you're going to lose your chance of taking the Senate seat. You know what, Mitch? If you don't get unemployment done in a standalone bill right now, we're going to vote Democratic, and you're going to lose the Senate to the Democrats. You play both sides of the cards. You go to the Democrats and tell them they're going to lose it to the Republicans, and you go to the Republicans and say they're going to lose it to the Democrats. It's seats for stimulus 2.0. It's just categorically insane to think that people would allow your unemployment benefits to expire, your UI, your PUA, after they let FPUC expire in July. Now, if you tuned in to check about an hour before this video, you understand that I'm doing things on the come. I'm not waiting on the back end for these people anymore. So what I told you to do on check, and I told you on Mornings LA, is go to your governors and start tweeting them, because they have inherent authority under their state constitutions, not federal, state constitutions, to extend unemployment benefits in the case of emergency. And I really do think they're going to do it, because they've done it 1,000 times before. What is this? Okay, let me go over it. With every state, you have a number of weeks of normal unemployment benefits. Let's just use a number, 10 weeks. Let's just use a number. Then they have a constitutional provision that says a governor may extend the number of weeks of unemployment benefits in the case of an emergency. Well, guess what? The pandemic qualifies as an emergency. So most states have triggered what they call extended unemployment benefits. They've extended those unemployment benefits additional weeks. Let's say 5 weeks. So now instead of 10, you have 15 weeks. Guess what? They can do it again. They can do it again. They've done it before. During the Obama administration, for example, some states had unemployment benefits for like 2 years. I mean, the think that I'm even recording a video about unemployment benefits for 6 months, I mean, it's sort of crazy, because there were times in the last 15 to 20 years where state unemployment benefits continue for almost 2 years. So 6 months is like nothing. States can afford this. This is why they're states. They can afford it. They're supposed to be able to do this, and they should be able to do this. But in this case, we are only concerned about getting to like January at this point, January, February, because we understand that everything is going to get fixed under the president-elect. But for now, you need these benefits right now, right this minute. And you're getting those benefits right now. Next, I should have led with this as the opening remark. I forgot. But you can qualify for escalated benefits right now that could bring thousands of dollars to your bank account. What's escalated benefits? Let me go over this right now. In escalated benefits, if you made over about $20,000 a year in 2019, you can go back to the state and say, hey, I made this amount of money last year. Do I qualify for more weekly benefits? Let me give you an example of how this works. In California, the number of weekly benefits starts at 167. They always start you at the base level. Then you pull your 2019 tax return. Let me give you three different type of people. One person made $21,000 2019. Submit it to California. Say, hi, I made $21,000. Do I get escalated benefits? Sure, you might qualify for like $10 more, maybe $100 more. Okay, so now you're at, maybe $50 more. So now you're at 185. Okay, that's better than 167. Then the viewer that made $30,000 last year. In most cases, $30,000 is the same as the viewer who made $60,000. In most cases, you max out at maximum benefits of your state at $30,000. It's that low, the threshold. And what are maximum benefits? They're published online. Every state has maximum benefits of about $300, $400 a week. Yes. So imagine California, you're getting $167 a week, you're watching this video and you're like, honey, this kid just told me that if I made about $30,000 in 2019, I could increase my unemployment benefits to escalated benefits or maximum benefits, and that would trigger it at about how much? $300 a week. That's additional $200 a week. And when does it apply? It's retroactive. So if you went on unemployment benefits in March and just hearing this video now, you don't waive it by not having asked for it all this time. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 9 months. 9 months times, times 4 weeks. 30. Let's use 30 weeks. 30 weeks, $100 a week. Even $100 you're increasing it, but I think it's going to be more than that. $100 a week is $3,000. Bam, in your bank account. $3,000, bam, in your bank account. Let's say you raise it $2,000. That's $6,000. Bam, in your bank account. You see how I just found you $3,000 to $6,000? Yeah, we can deal with Mitch and Nancy and Donald and Joe and all their things in January, but and whatever they pass the next few days. But I just showed you a way to get $3,000 to $6,000 right now, and that's not dependent on those people. That's how we do it. So turning back to Mitch, the concern is that there is a urgency to try to win these Georgia Senate seats, and to win the Georgia Senate seats is by doing something, not by not doing something. And Mitch understands that he can't sit back and do nothing, and he understands that he can't do this thing about introducing a bill for publicity's sake and then appearing on, some talk show. Oh, I introduced a bill, because everyone has bought that. That story doesn't work anymore. Nor does it work for the Temple Doom. She's going to write a new bill, and that her committee members said the bill's really good. Okay, great. That doesn't work anymore. It's time to move on and get things passed right now. And this is incredible, great news. So will the president push, and can the president do an executive order for unemployment? Yes, he can. There's a lot of this video. You can see what's going on. So if Mitch doesn't want to get this going, doesn't want to get the UI or PUA or FPUC going, and Nancy doesn't want to do it either, the president can do it. He's done it before. LWA, he can do another round of LWA. There's money sitting there. He can do it. He doesn't have to do 20,000 weeks of LWA. Your unemployment benefits are expiring in late December approximately. So just count out the number of weeks. Do 4 more weeks of LWA starting in late December, so that you don't lapse in any benefits. Or, I said that wrong. Do 4 more weeks of UI or PUA starting when they're going to expire, so you don't lose any weeks. Or he can call it LWA, which would go on top of your UI and PUA. It doesn't solve the problem that they're expiring. It will go on top of your UI and PUA, and you can do that right now. Absolutely incredible. This is why the push this channel is so important. Hashtag Purple Power FPUC. Get the message out loud and clear. If you're talking about the president getting out relief, whether it's executive order or pushing, you need to tag the president, Mark Meadows, Steve Mnuchin, Larry Kudlow. If you're talking about Mitch getting stuff out, tag Mitch. If you're talking about Joe, tag Joe and his transition account, which is at transition47, I think it is, all on Twitter. Get the message out loud and clear. This community is very powerful at this point. We're doing a lot of incredible things, and I need you to keep on pushing. Sitting back and not doing anything isn't going to get you anything. Pushing is where the success comes, and we're going to do it together. Find that you come a commonality of one another and retweet other people's tweets. And with that, we'll get to the finish line. Go find the channel, subscribe, because we're getting through this together. We're going to get to the finish line. Also, like this video. Coming up next might be a surprise video. So stay tuned. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay alive for more.